Okay, hi everyone. Why am I already I don't know. So, here I decided that I wanted to do some drawing, and I did some, okay, I don't know. So, today I was yesterday I was just trying to do some drawing, and I thought, you know what? This would make a really good video. So I made a video of myself sketching this and outlining it, but then KineMaster didn't let me do it. It said that this was an unsupported resolution, and then I was helped by, oh wait, sorry, this fan is like, okay, wait, just a second. Okay, there we go. Now I turned that fan off, but I had some help finding the movie maker. So, anyway, here we go with her. She is, I didn't really want her to be a Cinderella, but I don't know. I think she kind of looks like a Cinderella, but, you know, we're just not gonna. And then the bow. Like, try just painting a bow like that on the back of the head while they're looking forward. I'm not sure. It's so hard. Although eventually I could kind of get it under. Although it's not nearly as hard as something to come, which I'm probably gonna obsess over way too much. So if you want me to hear me obsess over it, then stay tuned for that. And here it is, the hands. Literally the worst. Although having a hand holding something is usually kind of hard, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't really know because I don't usually make my hands holding things. I just usually make them kind of off to the side, like you saw first. Yeah, like with those arms. I just do both of them like that. Oh, and when am I gonna notice that she doesn't have her second leg? When am I gonna notice that? Man, that's really okay, there we go. And yeah, like it looks like she's dropping that. Okay. Now I'm just kind of sketching out her eye shape. I made like a new canvas so that I could sketch this out. And I didn't really like her first one, so I decided that I want to make a new one. That's probably why. Yeah. So now I got to the line art, and I'm just kind of putting that around, I guess. I'm just kind of drawing her bow on her. I'm giving her the headband that's tying the bow there, her bangs. Oh, the bangs. I didn't obsess over this, but why do I just love those bangs? Why do I love bangs so much? I also drew another girl yesterday with bangs, and I loved her. Okay, now part 2 of the hands, the line art. Okay, so this part was also kind of hard. She looks kind of like a monkey holding a book attached to a bucket. I don't know why I got that. But, oh yeah, and here's where you can see this, like, huge dot for this, and I think that's kind of cool, honestly. Okay. So, let's start. So I decided that I didn't, wait, why did I say let's start? I don't know. So, I decided that the bucket wouldn't work for me, and I sketched out a little hairbrush, pretty big, actually, and then I shortened it down, and I drew a hand over it so that it looks like she's holding the hairbrush. She's coming to brush your hair. I don't know what. You could probably make this like, that would actually be like something for like, imagine that was like a horror story, like Cinderella, she's coming to brush your hair. I don't know. That would be like the most not horror story in the world. I think, unless, hey, if you can, please tell me if you can find like a more non-scary horror story that you could make up. I don't know. So, yeah, so I'm doing some of the fine lining just all around, and now it's the fun part, the coloring. So I use the bucket tool, and I kind of fill it up, and if there's any part that I don't like the color of, I switch the color. And if I ever find a hole, then I'll just tidy it up using the brush, and then I'll put in the color. So then I made this color for her hands, and the brush was also kind of hard an area to fill because you can't really change it that much. And I had to just draw that on because I can't make it bigger, and I couldn't select anything because there were holes. Okay, now we get to the fun part. So, well, not the fun part. This was, I was trying to figure out how to place kind of dirt on her because, you know, I thought she looked too perfect, if that makes sense. Like, the Cinderella that we all know is kind of like a maid, and she looked way too perfect. Oh, I just did that. Okay. And after I got some things over there, I gave her some freckles, and I'm trying to make it not look like nostrils, so you kind of have to like position the two in front of the mouth, kind of like diagonal from each other, so that they don't look like nostrils. Although that didn't really end up happening, but let's just ignore that. We didn't know that those are freckles. Okay. So I gave her some stockings, and then I did the background color. I'm trying out a red. Realize that she doesn't have the white part in her eyes, put that on, put the red, realize that one part's not there, then put a green this time. Oh, yeah, and here's the part where I zoomed out, like, and now I'm trying to fix it. Eventually, I kind of had to deal with it, but I kept on trying. Okay, eventually I got that fixed, though, so, okay. And I'm just kind of working on the background, and then I decided I hated it, so I changed it into a starry sky, because, you know, Cinderella, Disney, and then I wrote Cinderbella like that, didn't like it, so then I wrote it in the front.